Hello everyone, welcome back. This is RandoGEEK. I have a quick update regarding AT&T for you. The link for this article can be found down below in the description. So here's a story of three boneheads that decided to cut AT&T's wire and steal it as well, and cause a disruption in service for customers. For what reason? Who knows? So three people have been arrested, charged with stealing wire from AT&T, which caused a service outage across the coast on Sunday. Biloxi police responded to John Lee Road about 10:31 a.m. Sunday to meet with AT&T personnel about the theft of the wire. While on scene, it was reported that the company's communications wire had been cut and stolen, causing phone and internet disruptions. Investigators developed leads that identified the suspects as 39-year-old Amanda Kanan of Biloxi, 30-year-old Joshua Kahn of Gulfport, and 33-year-old Gary Busby of Gulfport. Warrants were then obtained for Biloxi residents as well for the suspects. On Tuesday about 8:57 a.m., Biloxi police responded to the 8000 block of Dellin Road to execute a search warrant. They then made contact with Kanan and Busby, who were arrested and charged with grand larceny. Bond was set for $50,000 each. Khan was later contacted and arrested as well. His bond was set at $100,000. All three were taken to the Harrison County Jail, awaiting an initial appearance. So I want to go ahead and just make a wild guess that Khan is most likely the mastermind behind this. Either that or he has some kind of bad reputation, some kind of criminal record, because his bond is set higher at $100,000 as where Kanan and Busby are only $50,000. So I don't know. I'm assuming there's some kind of bad thing going on with Khan. Like I said, criminal record, or maybe perhaps, they spoke to the other two, Kanan and Busby, and they, maybe they ratted on him and he's the mastermind. So which brings me to my next question. What is the reason behind this? Why was this done? Perhaps these are former AT&T employees, or maybe one of them are. Let's assume Khan is the mastermind here, and I'm just jumping my gun here. I have no evidence of this, not right now anyway. This is a developing story. We will hear more about this. But as for now, we're not really sure why these three did this. Now, let's go ahead and say Khan was working for AT&T and he decided to get even. This could be one reason why. AT&T's had a bad rap recently with outages, and what further way to basically get even with AT&T but to make them look worse than they already have over the last couple of months by causing more outages, disrupting customers' service, and a lot of customers might get fed up and leave the company. And if the idea here is to hurt them financially and ruin their reputation furthermore, well, then we have their motive, but we don't really know. We'll find out. Obviously, questioning will be done, and I'm sure we'll get an answer which will be reported. And of course, I'll report that back to you. I'm sure many of you just trying to figure out why these three boneheads would do such a thing. Sometimes it's just a matter of people going crazy, and they really are sick of looking at cell phone towers everywhere. They believe 5G is the devil. We've seen it before. Just a couple of months ago, some man in Miami decided to climb a tower. He pretended to be a T-Mobile worker and just started turning off towers, shutting off service. And, obviously customers were impacted by that. He was, not all there, and, he hated 5G, and, the man had issues, right? Deep-rooted issues, which were later found out. Is that the case here? Perhaps. Who knows? We're seeing a lot of these types of things, people trying to take action into their own hands, but it's amazing how they're able to just get up there and do that. That's what's crazy. Like, how do you just climb the tower? They need to do a better job at fencing it off. I know it's difficult because when a worker needs to get up there, they don't want to make it an all-day trip for them to try to, get up there. Like, they don't want all this barbed wire around it where the worker has to remove it, spend a day out there just removing the protection area, and then finally get a job done. They don't want to pay all that OT to these workers to have to do such a thing. But they might have to, because a lot of crazy people are going up to these towers and just helping themselves. And one day they're going to break something, and it's going to take a long time to fix, and it's going to be truly expensive for one of these carriers to replace. and it could leave customers without service for quite a few days in the meantime while they're replacing it and fixing it. So I think they got to do a better job of protecting it. Not that it's their fault that three boneheads decided to go ahead and do this, but what I'm saying is they know that these carriers know that they're being targeted. They got to figure out a way to protect the towers. As mentioned, any updates regarding this, which I'm sure we'll get probably soon because this is a developing story, I'll definitely notify you guys and let you know. As always, thank you so much for stopping by and watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.